Hello, this is Asia Tatiana. I'm here today and I'm making a video about why I no longer hold grudges and the importance of letting go of old emotions and situations from the past that have hurt us emotionally and mentally, and how, those feelings can manifest into other things that we might not even be aware of. I really just wanted to get on here and touch on that. On my last video, I was talking about how I am currently implementing things to change my reality. And this is one of those things, so continue watching. So about a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I decided that I was going to start doing some shadow work, which is something that I had been avoiding doing because it requires you to address some, hidden emotions, anger, insecurities, and just like limiting beliefs. I had talked a bit about my past and my dealing with like MD and stuff like that. And, growing up as a child, I did experience some bullying, and I feel like that's kind of where a lot of my limiting beliefs came through. And even with somebody that deals with MD, I feel like I started doing it when I was 12 because as like a disassociative thing, because I just felt a little bit weird and like an outcast. So I just always felt comfortable in my kind of like fantasy land in my head. That's going a little bit off topic, but like the shadow work deals with like resentment and grudges and stuff like that. So as I'm currently in this journey of like changing my reality, I really wanted to be completely transparent and honest about how I've been feeling and my thoughts and what I think about. Because, sometimes there are things that are happening in our mind that we're not even fully aware of. And it's really important to take solitude and write down those feelings and what you're feeling and meditate, just so you could watch what's happening in your mind and why you feel this way when maybe you have an idea to pursue something, So in regards to the grudges, I was somebody who hold big grudges. Like, I was the type I got beef with people who said shit to me when I was in elementary school. Like, just dumb, immature stuff, because, those were the times where it really affected me and it really changed my outlook on myself, because I allowed other people's views and perception of me cloud my own judgment. And it's like I placed their opinions of me like above mine, which is the worst thing you can do. So with that, I held a lot of resentment and grudges towards like old friends, people that I'm not friends with anymore. And the reason why this can be problematic is, when you are, reminiscing, and maybe you replay that situation where that friend or that boyfriend just did you so dirty, and you're still feeling those emotions and you're still really hurt about that situation, and you're always just like going back in your mind about it, you are allowing yourself to be stuck in that reality and in that version of you, because you're still holding on to the emotions of that past experience. And that's also a past version of you. And you have to, you and I have to consider that the version of myself in my desired reality does not want to be the version of myself that was like sad, heartbroken, and betrayed by my friend. So it's just like, I have to address those feelings and acknowledge that I have to forgive that person. You have to give people grace, not just for them, but for yourself, so you can allow yourself to move on from the situation. But more so just because you don't want to be stuck in that same energy, that frequency, like you trying to be the next version of yourself, and you still thinking about what this person did to you like 7 years ago, 6 years ago. And that was me for a very long time. And I would like think about the people who made me feel like shit when I was in high school, people who bullied me when I was a kid, who made me feel like I wasn't good enough. And yeah, like that was just my reality for a very long time. And I'm sure there are other people that can relate to that as well. So we have to decide, you know, what the version of ourselves and our desired reality would how they would react to certain things. And it's like, me personally, like the version of myself and my desired reality would not be so reactive to the things that I have experienced, and the things and situations, people affect my frequency and my peace. So I kind of have to start moving that way, which is why I have, you know, been practicing being a little bit more non-reactive. Not even a little bit, like a lot. Like I've been doing really well with myself personally. I feel like I've been doing really good. And I hope that others are practicing this as well. If you're watching this, like, it's just much more peaceful when you don't let worldly problems and people affect your inner peace. Because when you allow people to affect you like that, you allow them to control your reality. And, you know, why would you want to do that? So, grudges, you know, just becoming more mature and giving people grace. And also, you know, forgiveness is okay sometimes, you know, like it's okay to forgive people for their past mistakes or just their terrible decisions that affected you emotionally, mentally, that really hurt you deep down to your core. But, you know, at least to me, what I'm realizing, what makes sense is, you know, it's not my responsibility to hold on to the emotional baggage of somebody else's actions. You know, with forgiveness, like, I'm the type of person, like, I move in silence a lot. Like, I don't like to speak too much. I feel like even the people that I do forgive, I'm not going out of my way to like call them or message them and be like, hey, like, I'm sorry, I live with other people. To let them know, like, hey, I forgive you. I forgive them in my personal space. You know, if I see them, it's no problem. It's no beef. You know, I honestly wish a lot of these people well. I hope that these people have healed and are doing really great in life, because that's only what I want for myself. And I feel like everybody should get what they deserve. You know, everybody should get what they deserve. Like, that's just fair to me. So yeah. Another thing that I wanted to say on holding grudges. Yeah, so holding grudges and holding on to resentment is really bad for your health. I was doing some research in regards to resentment. And, you know, obviously because you're holding on to those negative feelings, you know, sadness and anger, eventually, like, the things that we feel very strongly about, because it's not just your thoughts when it comes to manifesting, it's how you feel about what you're thinking about. You can manifest that. And if you feel very strongly about a certain situation that hurt you in the past and you've never, you know, you haven't addressed it, you haven't allowed you haven't allowed yourself to heal from the situation or move on, eventually those emotions and feelings can manifest into physical pain. You know, we have people out here who are dealing with like chronic pain and like just like mysterious illnesses, and they don't know why this is happening to them. A lot of the times it's because these people have been going through their entire lives dealing with resentment. And sometimes it could be for other things, but just speaking in relations to what I'm speaking to in this video, yeah, that is definitely a thing. Like, resentment and just holding on to negative energy for too long is not good for your health. Like, stress can kill you. Resentment can cause you physical pain. And you know me, like, I'm a crybaby. Like, I don't want chronic pain. Like, I'm sure if you're watching this, you don't want chronic pain. Like, you don't want any mysterious health issues. Like, so we have to be very mindful of the things that we feel strongly on, you know. That's why sometimes you got to get off social media, because you be seeing a lot of stuff and it gets you upset. You be seeing a lot of stuff and it gets you irritated, and it messes with your frequency and your emotions, and you just gotta you just gotta unplug and tap in with your inner self. And yes, sorry y'all, this YouTube thing is still so new to me. Like, it just feels weird sometimes. And I don't know why it does, because like I be talking to myself so much in my room, but I'm learning and I'm showing up all the time. So I think this is all I have for this video. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please feel free to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. It's highly appreciated. I am going to be back with more videos on similar topics, and thank you so much for watching.